Lesson 2. Presenting your office and services. Marketing tools. Social networks.
Nell'utilizzo dei social media dobbiamo distinguere l'account social legato al sito web dello studio con fini di marketing da quello del singolo professionista che privilegerà gli aspetti comunicativi nel dialogo con la rete, facendo sempre attenzione a non confondere il lato professionale con quello personale. La presenza di uno studio professionale sui social media ha indubbiamente un duplice valore. Accreditare le proprie competenze, partecipando a discussioni, commentando i contenuti di altri o proponendone di propri, ed intercettare con grande rapidità tendenze e valori che rispondono all'esigenza di un costante aggiornamento sia in entrata che in uscita.
Making the best use of social media. Social media today is about everything. We are exposed, we are out there, there's so many social media. So, 10 tips to do what? To actually maybe better understand what they are and how they can be used at best in our professional world. Social networks obviously are excellent means of professional communications, but only if they are used correctly. If you open a social channel, it has to be managed, and you have to understand how and what to use it for. Social channel, I mean Facebook, Twitter, and we're going to see each and every one of them. Today, we are always connected. We are connected, our clients are connected, our friends are connected. Remember that customers actually discover who we are, they share information, they actually judge, and they have a lot of power when they look at the way we present ourselves on the social media. The social network population is not only any longer just young people. It is actually proved that most people that, for example, use Facebook are a population between their 30s and their 50s. So it's people like myself. Social networks now represents a primary communication platform between people. Social network also represents a new point of view, a new type of information. Let's look at a number of them. LinkedIn for professional purposes. Always keep your profile up to date, in Italian as well as in English. Present yourself with a professional photo. Don't forget, this is a professional tool. You should not use your pictures at the seaside, but you should really have a professional photo on LinkedIn. Follow the career paths of your contacts. Check who has visited your profile or your firm's profile. Use recommendation to receive them in turn. The more you use recommendation, the more you will probably receive recommendations. Always look at people's profile before you actually meet them. Twitter for professional purposes. Honestly, I think Twitter should only be used particularly if you have a reputation as an expert. Most importantly, you should use Twitter if you actually have something to say. If you haven't got anything to say or you're not ready for it, Twitter is not the right tool. Nevertheless, it's a fantastic tool to stay informed. It provides a great opportunity to foster relations with contacts by mentioning them and retweeting again. Instagram for professional purposes. It's interesting because it's a new media and it's actually used in a certain sense for those who want to be cool and stay cool and feel more cool. It's useful for finding new inspiration, and obviously it's more imagery than words or content. YouTube for professional information, professional purposes. YouTube, it's actually the second website in the world that is used in terms of number of researches. Professional firms must organize the video upload, add keywords, create their own channel, and ensure that the virtual nature of the video brings traffic to the firm's website. So very important, the type of video you choose, and maybe, as we said before, how to link it to your website once you have a website. Use of Facebook for professional purposes. There is a certain shift in terms of how you use Facebook. It obviously started very much for personal reasons, but nowadays, because most of us are on Facebook, people, clients, future prospects will definitely look at your Facebook profile also. Which means that work relationships and friends are kind of mixed in the way you interact on Facebook. So one tip of advice, be again quite careful on the type of pictures you select to put on Facebook, and be careful on who do you want to have access to the full information you have on Facebook. Don't confuse the website by posting the same information. They are two different things. On Facebook, image is predominant and the text should always be sweet and short, as they say. Have fun and find your own tool.
Social networks in 10 steps. Social networks are an excellent means of professional communication if used correctly. If you open a social channel, it has to be managed. Today, we are all connected by an always active data bank. Even our customers discover, share, judge, and have power. The social network population is no longer comprised solely of young people. Social networks now represent a primary communication platform between people. Social networks represent a new point of view on information. Use LinkedIn for professional purposes. Always keep your profile up to date, even in English, and present yourself with a professional photo. Follow the career paths of your contacts. Check who has visited your profile or the firm's. Use recommendations to receive them in turn. Always look at people's profiles before you meet them. Use Twitter for professional purposes. Used by those who count on their reputation as an expert. It's a fantastic tool for staying informed. Tweet if you have something intelligent to say in the professional context. It provides a great opportunity to foster relations with contacts by mentioning them and retweeting. Use Instagram for professional purposes. Used by those who feel cool. Useful for finding new inspiration. Use YouTube for professional purposes. YouTube is the second website in the world for the number of searches performed. Professional firms must organize the videos uploaded, add keywords, create their own channel, and ensure that the viral nature of the videos brings traffic to the firm's website. Use Facebook for professional purposes. Used by those who want to shift their work relationships to a more friendly level. Don't confuse it with the website by posting the same information. On Facebook, image is predominant, let's brand it, and text should be short.
Means of professional communication. Social channel. communication platform, point of view, career path, recommendation, reputation as an expert, to foster relations, to mention, number of searches, work relationship, friendly.
Vorrei approfondire il discorso sui verbali di riunione, quelli che in inglese si chiamano meeting minutes. È un documento importante, it's a fundamental document that you should be sending out, as we said, after every meeting that you've had with your clients. It's a follow-up, it's the life of a project, and therefore it's an alive document. There are three key issues that you should be looking at. The first one is who is going to do, what are they going to do, and when are they going to do it? These are the three key issues about the meeting minutes. Obviously, it has to have the name of all the participants, the email addresses of all the participants, their telephone number, you have to have a date, and then you have to have three clear columns stating who, what, and when. Once the actions are finished, you will then send a follow-up with the remaining actions and obviously with the following meeting. We are getting to the end of the meeting. We have obviously introduced ourselves, we have developed the project, we've asked all the questions we could possibly ask, we've tried to answer all the questions as well. At the moment we are getting to the conclusions. So what do we actually do before we get up and leave this room? First thing is to wrap up. What does that mean? Remember, someone must have taken notes throughout the meeting. Whether if you're alone, obviously it's for you to take notes. If you're with other team members, someone must be allocated to taking meeting notes. At that point, there are issues that have been discussed during the meeting, and you have to be very clear about what you have agreed upon and what you still need to agree or you need to follow up with. And the last thing is next steps. When are we going to meet next time? What are we going to do next time? And obviously, once you have left the meeting, you have to follow up with documentation and sending the famous meeting minutes, which are absolutely fundamental.